from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Free COVID testing is available to all Virginia's public school systems, but only a handful of them have accepted it. We'll have details about that. And a change coming to the Richmond Raceway schedule next year. All that information coming up on today's Henrico News Minute. It's Thursday, September 16th, 2021, and it's brought to you today by Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.
And now for the news.
Some sad news from eastern Henrico last night, where a pedestrian standing in the roadway at I-64 near Mechanicsville Turnpike was struck and killed by a vehicle. It happened shortly after 8 o'clock. State police had gotten a call that the person was standing in the right lane of westbound I-64, but that person unfortunately was struck before authorities could get to the scene. The driver involved stopped at the scene and was cooperating with police. A new state-funded COVID-19 testing program for K-12 schools is available to all Virginia school divisions. It'll start next month. There's no charge for the service to local school districts, but only 16 out of 132 in the state have committed to the program so far. Henrico is among those that have not. The testing program is called the Virginia School Screening Testing for Assurance. It's a joint effort between the Centers for Disease Control, the Virginia Department of Health, and the Virginia Department of Education. Testing is free to all school divisions. It's funded by the VDH. But only one of the 10 largest school districts in the state, Chesapeake Public Schools, has committed to the program. The deadline was July 1st, but school divisions are still being allowed to sign up if they choose to do so. Now, Henrico County Public Schools Chief of Staff Beth Tigan told the Citizen school officials are discussing and considering pursuing the program, but have made no determinations yet. When it launches next month, contractors provided by the program will regularly test asymptomatic people, including students, teachers, and staff who have not knowingly been exposed to the virus. Through a CDC grant, the state health and education departments will provide schools with testing vendors and supplies. They'll also fund additional staff positions that schools might require to support the program. Testing will be voluntary. People under the age of 18 and who are not legally emancipated must have a consent form signed by their parent or guardian. The VDH cited a study by Mathematica showing that weekly testing of all students, teachers, and staff could reduce in-school infections by an estimated 50%. So far in Henrico schools, there have been 116 known COVID cases since August 27th, resulting in 260 identified close contacts. You can read more coverage of this topic at henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then Education. 3 more people from Henrico County have died from COVID-19, according to Virginia Department of Health data. The people were in their 30s, 70s, and 80s. Their deaths were announced yesterday. The county reported 117 new COVID cases. That was down a bit from the 138 it witnessed on Tuesday. It's now averaging 114 new daily cases during the past week. A total of 14 COVID-related deaths in Henrico have been reported this month. Henrico officials yesterday officially dedicated the new J.R. Tucker High School with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. They will do the same at the renovated and expanded Holiday Elementary School and the new Highland Springs High School later this week. Richmond Raceway just hosted its annual fall race this past weekend, and yesterday the track announced that it will again host 2 NASCAR Cup Series races next year, but one of them will change dates. The Federated Auto Parts 400 will move from September back to August 14th. It'll be the first time that the track has hosted a summer race. It also will retain its April race, the Toyota Owners 400, which will be run April 3rd. The new date for the second race means that it'll no longer be part of NASCAR's playoff series. Instead, it'll be the third to last regular season race. Schedules for the Xfinity and Camping World Truck Series will be announced soon. Hey, if you have a curiosity about bugs or know someone who does, mark your calendar for this. Henrico Extension's Bug Bazaar A free community festival celebrating entomology will be held from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday, October 9th at the Deep Run Recreation Center on Ridgefield Parkway. The event is free and open to the public. It'll feature live insect displays and kids' activities. Madagascar hissing cockroaches also will be on display and participating in races. And with any luck, someone will be able to tell me how to get rid of the fruit flies that are making a home around my bananas in my kitchen. For details about the event, visit henrico.us/extension or call 501-5160. Stop me if you've heard this one before. TSA officials at Richmond International Airport yesterday prevented a man from carrying a 9mm handgun loaded with 15 bullets onto his flight. The man was from Mechanicsville. The gun was detected in the X-ray machine among his carry-on items at the security checkpoint. In addition to being cited by police, he also faces a federal financial civil penalty for bringing a loaded gun to an airport checkpoint. It was the 12th time this year officials at the airport had confiscated a gun at the checkpoint. That followed a record 22 occurrences last year. The lesson should be an obvious one by now. Don't try to bring a gun onto an airplane. Well, nominations are now open through December 1st for a new sports awards show for Metro Richmond. The Richmond Region Tourism Foundation's RVA Sports Awards will honor winners during an event February 5th of next year at the Greater Richmond Convention Center. It's designed to honor people who are working to better the region through sports. There are a number of categories available, and it's open to athletes and coaches from all levels of sports, from youth leagues and high schools to colleges and even the professional ranks in the Richmond region. You can read more on our site, henricocitizen.com, by clicking on sports or visit rvasportsawards.com.
As we all strive to do our part during this extraordinary time, Henrico Area Mental Health serves as your local and public mental health agency, continuing to do its part. We all experience mental health challenges, especially during extreme challenging times.
It doesn't matter your age, gender, race, or ethnicity. Each person is affected differently. If you're a resident of Charles City, New Kent, or Henrico counties, and you, a family member or friend or someone you know, may need someone to talk to about the mental health challenges being experienced,
do your part and call us at 804-727-8515. That's 804-727-8515. We're here to help. Remember, mental health is good health. Call Henrico Area Mental Health at 804-727-8515. That number again is 804-727-8515.
This message comes to you from Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.